Hey there, my name is Callie. Welcome to Kelnero. Today we're going to be making a Rosemary Whiskey Sour. We're using egg white as a great whiskey sour should. This cocktail is one of our bigger sellers, and it was actually inspired by my mom's rosemary bush. It took us a while to get this bar open, and when we were going through that process, I spent a lot of time staring at her rosemary bush and thought, let's just put this in a cocktail. So we did that by making a rosemary simple syrup, which is super easy. You can definitely make one on your own. Just 1-to-1 ratio of sugar and water. Boil the water, mix it up with the sugar, stir it up to dissolve it, add a bunch of rosemary sprigs, more or less depending on how strong of a rosemary flavor you want. Let it steep about 10 minutes and strain out the rosemary, and you have a rosemary infused simple syrup. Easy peasy. I've also got a rosemary sprig to use as a garnish. And then the ingredients are just whiskey, lemon juice, rosemary simple syrup, and egg white. Whiskey, I think bourbon works well. Today we're going to use Buffalo Trace. It's a delightful bourbon, and it works very well in this cocktail. Now a word on tools. We are going to be making this in a coupe glass, so I'm just going to add a little ice now, so that the glass will be nice and cold by the time we put our cocktail in it. We're going to shake the cocktail, so we need a shaker set, jigger. You want 2 strainers, absolutely. So Hawthorne strainer and fine mesh strainer. You don't want to single strain egg white cocktails because you can get weird egg bits. Nobody likes that. And then finally, I've got a shaker ball here. So this helps the egg white produce a super frothy, velvety, delightful cocktail. Which is the whole reason that you add egg white to cocktails, for texture. Now the egg white that I'm using today is frozen. There are a lot of strategies for making a great egg white cocktail, and this is one of them. It works well. There's a lot of other great methods that work well also. So between the shaker ball and the frozen egg white and one good long shake, this is one strategy. So got the egg white and the shaker ball in the shaker tin, and now we're going to add our ingredients. So 1.5 ounces of whiskey, 1 ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice, and just a 1/2 ounce of our rosemary simple syrup. Now I'm going to add about 5 ice cubes, depending on how big your cubes are. Ours are this big. So just about 5 cubes. You want some dilution, but you don't want too much. And to get this cocktail frothy, we're gonna shake it for a long time. So bear with me and enjoy the arm workout. Oh no, a little more. Okay, hopefully that's good. So we're gonna dump out our ice and double strain this into your coupe. And look at that awesome texture. Perfect. Right to the brim. Garnish with rosemary. As with any herb, give it a good slap. Get a little more of the aromatics out of there. Gently set that on top. And isn't that gorgeous? This is the Rosemary Whiskey Sour. Cheers.